Welcome back everyone to YGO Pulse. I'm David, and today we are coming back at you with another deck profile. So today I have Marincess. This is a fun deck. It's a deck that I really wish would get better. It's a real fun deck to play. It's got a lot of strategies. It's very consistent, but the problem was it was lacking in power. But with just a couple of new cards from Eternity Code, it has made a few things a lot easier and makes it play a bit more like Salamangreat. Like we can change the strategy up, and I'll get into a profile and I'll explain to you, and I'll do a few combos to show you how the deck plays now and what you're trying to aim for. So we'll get right into it here. This is my field center I like to use, Dark Feraligatr. I just think it matches the water theme. Okay. First thing we're playing is 3 Marincess Blue Tang. This is an absolute must. It is the best card. It's your starter. It gets things going, and it digs for what you need. So, what Blue Tang does. The camera will focus here. I could just read it. If this card is normal summon or special summon, you can send the Marincess monster from your deck to the graveyard except herself. If this card is sent to the graveyard as material for a link summon of a water monster, it doesn't have to be Marincess, just a water monster. You can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck, and if you do, add an excavated Marincess card. So what you're trying to do is you're going to summon this and get whichever combo piece you don't have in your hand to the graveyard. There we go. And then whenever it gets sent, you're also trying to just dig for one of the 3. Usually you want to hit wave or one of your combo pieces. But absolute must. At 3. Next up, 3 Pascalis. So last format I did not play 3, I only played 2. But the reason you're playing 3 now is because you want that effect you want that spam effect. Because now your extra deck has a bit more combo eccentric pieces to it outside of the Marincess cards, and you want to get that extra summon. Also, it's a level 4 water, and the reason that's important is we cut the frog engine entirely, because now with the new Master Rule update, things are actually easier to get towed out if you just go through the Bahamut Shard route, and I'll show you how to do that later. So you play 3 of these. Also, next turn, it lets you get back one of your pieces. Next up, 3 Marincess Seahorse. Very good card. It can special summon itself to a Marincess link. And then, usually, whichever piece you don't have, which is Mandarin or this, you'll send this. But if you open this and Blue Tang, it's usually full combo. Like, absolutely just full combo. Just an extender, the best extender. This is 2 Marincess Mandarin. You don't have to max this out at 3 because normally you're not trying to open this and Blue Tang. You really want to open Seahorse and Blue Tang and just send this to the grave, because it's this is also, if you have 2 Marincess links, you can special summon this to, if you have just 2 Marincess monsters, special summon this to a water link. So what you're normally trying to do is Marincess, send this to the grave, and then once you've got 2 links, you just special this to the link. It's just a combo piece. I'll show you how it fits into the combo later. That's it for the Marincess monsters. Just a couple of techs. Sea Archiver. It's a water cyber, so it can special itself. You know what it does. It's a good card, but I'll read it. I'll read it for everybody here. This monster, if a monster is normal summoned or special summoned to a link monster point, you can special this from the graveyard or from your hand, but it gets banished whenever it leaves the field. Just a good piece. It's kind of like Salamangreat Spinny. And then 2 White Stingray. This is a level 4 summon by discarding a water. So a lot of times a lot of your pieces are good off in the grave, so that's okay. But just a combo piece, an extender, level 4. Get you into your Bahamut Shark. Next up for hand traps. These hand traps can be flex spots in this deck for whatever you feel like. What I have chosen to do is, because in this deck, on your first turn, you're going to be locked in the water, most likely. So this right here is a summon. It's a little protection, but it also lets you draw. In this deck, we have added more hand traps than we used to play. It used to be just going first and hoping to play the castle, maybe some trap, but like now you actually have room because you cut the frog engine. So 2 Phantasme, special summons, lets you draw. You're trying to draw one to your back row or your hand traps. 2 Nibiru, just a good card. It stops your opponent from spamming. And 2 Ash. I like to play 6 monster hand traps, so I just went with these 6. It can be whatever you really want to play. I like to diversify my hand traps so I don't draw into 2 of the same. For the spells, Marincess Battle Ocean. This is your key combo piece here. This is what you're trying to do while adding other things. So, all Marincess monsters you control gain 200 attack. Also, each gains 600 for each Marincess card equipped to it. When you link summon a Marincess monster, you can target up to 3 Marincess links in the grave and equip it to it. This is a pretty good card. This is what you're trying to protect. If you use Crystal Heart to summon a link, then your monster is totally unaffected by Yu-Gi-Oh! 3 Cyanide Mining, a must. This deck needs all the consistency it can get. So just 3 Cyanide Mining, but I feel like if you're playing Salamangreat, which is what we're trying to emulate, that playstyle of control and combo and recursion, then you already know about this card. 2 Pot of Desire. It's okay to play this with just, you know, your combo piece of your, kind of like in Salamangreat. What you do is you just summon your link, search your field spell, and then use this. It's okay. You're pretty much always going to be summoning your field spell searcher every turn, so it's no issue. Card Destruction. This and Monster Reborn. These are 2 1-0s. Can be whatever you want. Can be more hand traps. I just personally, through playtesting, I like the extender of this, and then I also like if I do brick or I have useless cards, because a lot of time in your mid combo, you're always going to end with Blue Tang and maybe another card that you've recurred from the grave back in your hand that you cannot use. So I like to just get rid of them, draw 2 more, see what my opponent's playing, get knowledge of their deck, and then, or just if I fear a Nibiru, shotgun this first or fix your first hand. It's just a good card all around. I like to play. It's when it resolves, it's pretty good usually. Next up, we're playing 2 Marincess Wave. So the reason we're only playing 2 of this is because you're playing 3 impermanents. So all kind of the same effects. This is better, but you have to have a Marincess link on the field, and it has to be a link 3 if you want to use it from your hand. So you're not, because of the way this deck plays now, this isn't the end all be all. You don't need to just end with this. This is great. This is what you want. It's a disruption. But you've got other traps in the deck now, so you're not just trying to combo. It's not worth building the whole deck around just milling this or excavating this. So I feel like these 5 are great. Alright, next up we're going to do what makes this deck better, because we cut the frog engine and now we're trying to play a bit more control. So we have our main combo, which is just a 2-card combo, and get into your unkillable link 4, and then you've got ways to protect it now and to stall your opponent, which we didn't have before because we was playing 5 frogs. First up, goes in match. Salamangreat plays this. We can also play this arguably better because our combo is all water, unlike Salamangreat, which they want to go in the transcode their first turn. We can't first turn. Ours would be whenever we get our next turn, then we're free to do whatever. But our first turn, we're pretty much always going to be locked in the water. So that's fine, but our combo is entirely water, so we can play under this no problem. And it's just a good floodgate, keeps your opponent from playing. You can only have 1 attribute. Then we play a Solemn package. This is to protect anything that would get rid of your Battle Ocean, because that is your protected castle. And just Solemns. Usually just a good Solemn package. Flip it any way you want. This could be just whatever trap lineup you want, but we're just trying to play control now. We're trying to get our 2-card combo and then have hand traps and back row, because we can recur and we just want to stop our opponent from playing 2. That's pretty much the main deck. We'll go into the side deck. My impressions of this deck so far is I like the way it plays now. I have Been testing it a ton online. Been winning a lot with it. The new way this plays is really cool. It's got a control aspect to it. Your combo is relatively compact. You can play more hand traps now. So overall, it's just more diverse, and it gives you more ways to actually play the game. The old way to play this was protect the castle. The entire deck was centered around your one combo. Now you don't have to because of some cards that came in the extra deck. First up, 3 blue slug. Level 4 or lower Marincess monster. If this card is link summoned, you can target a Marincess monster in your grave, except herself, and then add it to your hand. Also, cannot special summon monsters except for water monsters for the rest of the turn. So, when you make this for the rest of the turn, you're locked in the water, and you pretty much always have to go into this because to do the full combo, you want to link into her with Blue Tang, get back your Blue Tang, or sorry, get back the piece that Blue Tang sent, because whichever combo piece you didn't open. And that's also where I say you have some dead cards that come back to your hand that it's okay to play card destruction with, or White Stingray to discard, because you're not going to do anything with them. This is your very first thing you summon. So, 3 Blue Tang. 1 Sea Angel. This is your Bay Links that you summon it and you search your Battle Ocean, so you gotta play one of these. Also, her link is important because what you're normally gonna be doing is doing this and then doing this and then getting your Mandarin over here. Two Coral Anemone. So great, just generic water link too. Target a water monster with 1500 less attack in your graveyard. Special summon to zone it points to. Also, you can't special summon except anything but water monsters for the rest of the turn, which whatever, you're locked into it. If this card is sent from their field to the grave, you can target the Marincess card, not just monster, and add it to your hand. But you summon this. This is how you extend. I'll show you everything. Marincess Crystal Heart. You have to play one of this because this, using her as the link material for your big link monsters is what makes her unaffected, or your link 3 or 4 unaffected with Battle Ocean, so you gotta have it. It does have an effect itself, but you don't really use it. One Marble Rock, it's enough. You're not trying to just go in this. This is just something good to summon off of if you have another turn, or you make this if you didn't open full combo, because she does protect yourself a little bit and recurs a bit. Having that link 3 is important because it makes your Marincess wave live. Then this is your big boss monster, Great Bubble Reef. Great new addition. So we play this over the other link 4 because we need the space for the other new combos. But what she does is 2+ water monsters. During each standby phase, banish a water monster from your graveyard or face up in the field to draw a card. So this is great because the way this deck plays now is we're trying to set our traps and then get rid of a useless monster and then draw a hand trap or a combo piece for next turn. Each time a monster, it doesn't matter who banishes, is banished face up, this card gains 600 attack for each until the end turn, and this is not once per turn. Keeps happening. So you can get her. I've gotten her up to over 8k a lot in combos. She's great. You can send a water monster from your hand to the graveyard, special summon a banished Marincess monster. So that's pretty cool. A lot of times you use this if you have a dead piece in your hand and you want to get one on the field for either just to extend, or you want to have it for her effect to banish a face up. And you can keep recurring that banish, which is kind of what that effect is for. Then, great new card, Splash Mage. Water Cyberse. Target a Cyberse monster in graveyard, special summon in defense position, but negate its effects. Also, you can't special except for Cyberse. The whole deck, this whole extra deck Cyberse pretty much. So if you use this for the rest of the turn, you're locked in Cyberse, but that's okay. But what's great about this is it now gives the deck a recursion piece. So if you've just got 2 random links, or 2 random pieces, you can get this back, bam, you've got a link 3. What's cool about that is these cards that you're going to be making on your next turn. It's hard to kill this deck first turn. So after you set up everything, it's hard for you to just lose first turn because you have a ton of protection built in. So we're just playing the standard access code package. So as you know, update jammer, and if you get that, if you can get go into update jammer, then you make your transcode with your other piece. Transcode reborns update jammer. Update jammer's effect is not once per turn for the attack, but you're not really gonna. So if nothing else, you've got this. So you've got a double attacker and can't be targeted. So it's pretty cool. What normally you do is you make transcode reborn this, and then use this as a link 3, use this as a link 1, and then go into your double attacking access code. Unfortunately, well, you do get a few pops because you've always got water, obviously, and then you've got an earth and a wind, so you can get up to 3 attacks. It's not bad. Then you can get a link 3, so it's up to 53. That's not bad. This is just, like I said, we're trying to play more like Salmon Great. They have ways to kill the opponent now. This isn't, so you always are going to have attack with Bubble Reef, so I'm not too worried about that. But this, to get that pop that can't be negated, that's pretty good. So that's it for the extra deck. The side deck can be whatever your locals is or whatever you're afraid of. I normally just build my side deck to fill out the weaknesses my deck doesn't play in the main deck. Oh, I'm sorry. This is your Xyz. Abyss Dweller, obviously. This is a Bahamut Shark. Sorry, I don't have. It's in the mail. I thought I had one, I just didn't. And then, totally awesome. These are your Xyz. The deck now can make Bahamut Shark and Toad much more consistent than it would with the old Frog package. Alright, back to the side deck. I personally just play 2 Veiler, 2 DD Crow, 3 Dark Ruler. It does suck that this stops the damage because that's what this deck does, is OTK, but at least you can do your combo, run over anything because you're always going to have more attack than them. Run over the field that you need to, let you play. 2 Lightning Storm, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, a red reboot for just, you know, Altergeist and stuff, everybody's playing that, and then 3 Evenly Matched for going second. Like I said, the side deck will pretty much always be your personal preference, whatever you like. I'm just trying to play some cards that back row decks can really stop my day. Monster Negates, you can push through a lot because this deck does have a lot of places to go in its combo. But yeah, so that is the deck profile, and now I'll do a combo or 2. Okay, so combo number 1, it really can be a mixture of any 2 of these. It doesn't really matter which it is. Normally you're going to want to try to open this. If you open Blue Tang on either this or this, they're exchangeable. You're going to send whichever piece you don't. Or Pascalis and one of these, like it's still all combo. So I'll show you how the deck plays. So it's just a 2-card combo. So for this is just my favorite way to do it. So this is what we do. Okay, you're gonna have, you know, 3 other cards in your hand if you're going first. So you will normal summon Blue Tang. Blue Tang is gonna send the piece you don't have. So we're gonna send Mandarin. You're going to link into Blue Slug. So 2 effects happen here. Usually you're going to want to chain block the Ash, so you're going to use Blue Slug last and this first. So what this does is it'll mill the top 3 and add a Marincess monster or spell or trap. It doesn't matter, any Marincess name. This lets you add back a Marincess card from the graveyard to the hand. So you're going to mill 3, or sorry, you're going to get this back. You're going to get the combo piece that you sent. Blue Tang, don't ever expect to actually hit anything off her. I don't. Sometimes you get lucky and hit another piece, or you'll hit the Marincess wave, which is nice. But you don't have to. So let's just assume we hit nothing, okay? We just assume we hit nothing off of her. It doesn't make a difference. This is in hand now, so you can special. Link away into Sea Angel. She summons or she searches your field spell. So now it's in your hand. Because you have 2 Marincess or monsters, you can special this from graveyard or hand, doesn't matter, but it will get banished whenever you use it. Here, link off. You can use Mandarin here, but I usually like to save her until the last bit for Anemone. Anemone will special any Marincess monster, it doesn't matter. So let's just do Blue Tang. Doesn't matter which one. You'll link. And this is banished off her effect. Crystal Heart. Then you set your field spell. You link these 2 into whatever link you want. Obviously, we're going to go for the link 4 right now. Battle Ocean and Anemone will both trigger at the same time. So to stop any effect, just put this as chain link 2. So Battle Ocean will equip 3 up to 3. It really depends on if you open back row, if you want to do up to 3. And then Anemone lets you get back this to hand. So you've recurred a piece. This is now unaffected, and it gets a 8, so it gets 6, 12. All right, so 18, 2000. So you're at 46 on this. It's unaffected by the game, and every turn you're going to be banishing. So if you don't need this, you could, her effect, you could technically discard it, special summon this, and then when you draw again for your next turn, banish, and then draw another. So it's every standby phase, and she'll also gain another 600 off her effect. So that's the combo of just the Marincess links. Now I'll show you what the deck is trying to do in a more competitive setting of not just this combo, but of trying to play more like a Salamangreat deck. Now we'll do a test hand. Shuffle up real good. Our opponent will tell us to cut or whatever, however they want us to cut. Just don't worry too much about that. Alright. So let's just see what we draw here. 1, 2, Monster Reborn, and a Nibiru. Okay. So in this hand, what we would do is, for now, if we're going first, we're going to build our board so we're not too worried about the Nibiru. So discard. It could be the Stingray if you really want to save it. That's up to you if you want to save the Nibiru, because that's our only hand trap. I really don't feel like it's blowing up our only board. We're going to get, I think you know, Blue Tang. Pescalis, normal summon. This lets you special summon Blue Tang. Blue Tang, this effect to send a combo piece. So we'll send Seahorse. Here we'll shuffle up because we're gonna be milling top 3 and then adding one, excavating, whatever you want to call it. So Blue Tang, or go into Blue Slug, do your chains. So 1, 2, get back the piece you sent to your hand, and then Blue Tang, excavate 3. Oh, hey, we hit Mandarin. Look at that. We got 2 judgments. All right. So we can go even farther beyond. And then cut. Alright, Seahorse, because you can just special to a link. And then here we're gonna move over to this side with the Anemone. Let's see. We'll use Anemone, Reborn, whichever piece we want, doesn't really matter. Link. go into Sea Angel. Sea Angel will search the field spell. And get that in hand. You still got Pascalis over here. Because you have 2 or more, we got 3, making special. Then here, banish her. Banish the Mandarin. Because your Link summoning is use her effect. Into Crystal Heart. Activate your Battle Ocean. Link again. Bubble Reef. We'll use Anemone 1, Battle Ocean 2. Battle Ocean will equip 1, 2, 3, the Bubble Reef. And then we'll get back Blue Tang off Anemone. From here, we can go into Bahamut Shark. So, White Stingray effect, discard Blue Tang. White Stingray, overlay, just pretend that's Bahamut Shark. And Bahamut Shark, we're going to send Pascalis because he does have a great effect for next turn. And make Totally Awesome. From here, you can save this if you want to. If you want to use more cards, you can Monster Reborn. So activate Reborn. Let's go with, it doesn't matter, this. Link. Because you're not going to be using Bahamut again. Cyber or Splash Mage. Reborn whatever you want. And go into a Marbled Rock. And then Marble Rock lets you add back your Blue Tang to your hand. So this is just one of the combos. It's unaffected, you've got a negate, you've got something for next turn. It's hard to kill this field. We'll do one more test hand. Okay, we'll do one more test hand. And then that might be it for the video. Just to see, I just like showing you guys. I already did the 2-card combos, so 5, what do we get? We got goes in, Pascalis, Solemn, Mandarin, Archiver. Okay, we can work with this. So normal, that's your special in your hand. A Mandarin. Link off. Go into Blue Slug. Blue Slug lets you add this back to your hand. Use Mandarin. Summon Sea Angel. Sea Angel will trigger to get this. You got 2 Marincesses, so special. Then Sea Archiver will trigger because he's special to a Link. Link these off. Go into Anemone. You can link these off, and both of these will get banished off of their effects. Crystal Heart. Battle Ocean. Link into Great Bubble Reef. Trigger. You're probably not going to trigger anything in the grave, so just Battle Ocean. We'll put 1, 2, 3. And then let's use Great Bubble Reef to discard Pascalis to reborn one of our banished. We'll set 2 cards. So we got a Judgment and a Ghost, and that's, can't complain about that at all. That's kind of what I was aiming for with this deck, was to do our combo. This is unaffected. We've got a Gozen and a Solemn to protect anything that might stop this Battle Ocean. It'll be their turn to go. During the draw phase, or sorry, during the standby phase, you can banish this. Oh, the crystal heart, but you might want to leave the crystal heart. Banish that to draw a random card. Oh, well, look at that. We drew a Phantasme. See, this is what I'm trying to get the deck to do. Just recur, set protection, draw hand traps off of Bubble Reef. This thing is a big boy. So, alright everybody, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, please like and comment. Let us know what other decks you want us to do. And follow us on Twitter, Instagram, join our Discord, just all that good stuff. So anyway, thank you for watching. Peace.